Eleanor. The name echoed sunshine and laughter, her smile a beacon of warmth. Even in death, her memory held a vibrant hue. She had been buried in her favorite emerald dress, the one that shimmered like 1,000 captured stars. Her long auburn hair cascaded over her shoulders. It was a cascade frozen in time. Her left hand clutched a single white rose, a symbol of pure, unblemished love. The love she had for life, for beauty, for joy. But it was her right hand that held the true enigma. It was adorned with a simple silver ring, a ring that once held her most prized possession. The necklace was a spectacle, a single flawless diamond cut into the shape of a teardrop. It shimmered with an inner fire, reflecting a spectrum of colors with every subtle movement. It had been a gift from Thomas, her betrothed, a symbol of their love soon to be solidified in marriage. But fate, it seemed, had other plans. Eleanor's untimely demise left Thomas devastated. He couldn't bear to part with the necklace, a constant reminder of his shattered dreams. So he made a decision that would have grave consequences. He left the necklace on Eleanor's finger, entombing it with her in the cold, unforgiving earth. Word spread like wildfire through the town. Eleanor was buried with a priceless diamond. The whispers started subtly, intrigued murmurs in dark corners. Soon they escalated into a chorus of greed. The temptation proved too strong. One by one, people began to visit Eleanor's grave, their hearts consumed by avarice. Each sought to claim the diamond teardrop for themselves. Little did they know, their actions would awaken a dormant fury, a vengeful spirit guarding her final resting place. The first thief, a man named Silas, driven by desperation, was the first to fall victim. The night he dared to defile Eleanor's grave, a chilling wind swept through the graveyard. The air grew heavy, thick with an unseen menace. As Silas reached into the grave, a piercing scream echoed through the night. His lifeless body was found the next morning, his face contorted in a mask of terror. The diamond, however, was gone. Then came Martha, a woman consumed by her desire for wealth. She met a similarly gruesome fate. Her eyes, wide with horror, stared vacantly at the heavens, her pale hand reaching out towards Eleanor's grave as if trying to claw her way back from the abyss. The diamond remained elusive. The townsfolk whispered of a curse, a vengeful spirit protecting her stolen treasure. Fear replaced greed. The once frequent visits to Eleanor's grave ceased. Silence fell over the graveyard, a silence heavier than the weight of the tombstones. But the terror was far from over. It was lurking in the shadows, waiting for its next victim, a victim who had long forgotten the weight of his sin. Years had passed since Eleanor's passing. Thomas had tried to move on, burying his grief in work and solitude. Yet the memory of Eleanor and his final act of possessiveness haunted him. He would often wake up in a cold sweat, his dreams plagued by visions of Eleanor, her face pale and sorrowful. One day a chilling realization struck him. He remembered Eleanor's words, spoken in jest but with an underlying seriousness. She had told him, "If you ever dare to bury me with this necklace, my ghost will come back to haunt you." That night, sleep eluded Thomas. He was plagued by an unshakable sense of dread. As he sat by the fireplace, the room grew noticeably colder. A chill ran down his spine, and then he saw her, standing by the window, her ethereal form shimmering under the pale moonlight. Eleanor. Her eyes, once sparkling with life, were now pools of sorrow and accusation. In her hand she held the diamond teardrop. It pulsed with an eerie light, casting long dancing shadows across the room. Thomas was paralyzed with fear. He tried to speak, but no words came out. He could only stare at Eleanor, his heart pounding in his chest. Slowly, Eleanor raised her hand. The diamond necklace glimmered in the moonlight. Then she opened her hand. The necklace fell to the floor with a soft thud. Its brilliance dimmed as if drained of its life force. As soon as it touched the ground, Eleanor vanished. The room was plunged back into an eerie silence. Thomas remained frozen in place, the weight of his actions crushing him. He had condemned Eleanor to an afterlife of guarding a stolen treasure, a treasure that was never hers to keep in the first place. The next morning, Thomas returned to Eleanor's grave. He placed the necklace on her tombstone, a silent apology for his actions. As he turned to leave, he felt a cold wind brush past him. He could have sworn he heard Eleanor's voice whispering on the wind, a whisper that sent shivers down his spine. It seemed to say, "Justice has been served." Thomas left the graveyard that day a changed man. He was forever marked by the haunting encounter. Eleanor's revenge was not one of violence, but of justice. A chilling reminder that some trespasses can never be forgiven, and some debts can only be repaid in the afterlife.